This is Isaiah chapter 3. For behold, the Lord of hosts, doeth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay of the staff, the whole stay of bread, and the whole stay of water. The mighty man and the man of war, the judge, and the prophet, and the prudent, and the ancient, the captain of 50, and the honorable man, and the counselor, and the cunning artificer, and the eloquent orator. And I will give children to be their princes, and babies shall rule over them. And the people shall be oppressed, every one by another, and every one by his neighbor. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honorable. Now we got that now. Your children don't listen to you. They don't even listen to your grandparents. They don't listen to the parents. They don't listen to the grandparents. That is a prophecy of things to come, stating that this place is going down. That is letting you know who is the children of Israel. When a man shall take hold of his brother of the house of his father, saying, Thou hast clothing, be thou our ruler, and let this ruin be under thy hand. In that day he shall swear, saying, I will not be a healer, for in my house is neither bread nor clothing. Make me not a ruler of thy people. For Jerusalem is ruined, and Judah is fallen, because their tongue and their doings are against the Lord, to provoke the eyes of his glory. The show of their countenance doeth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom, they hide it not. Woe to their souls, for they have rewarded evil against unto themselves. Say ye to the righteous that it shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doing. Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his sins shall be given him. As for my people, children are their oppression, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy path. Meaning, who led you into destruction? You were sold into your enemy. You wasn't sold to your friend. We got that in Jeremiah. Jeremiah in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 58.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way that whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there, meaning the land that you get upon, America, and there shall ye be sold unto your enemies, for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. Now, when did a man save you? Is slavery over? Is slavery over? Hell no. Slavery ain't never been. Slavery is not abolished. It's not over. Do you know what emancipate means out of Emancipation Proclamation? Do you know what emancipate means, brother? Not really.
I'll tell you what emancipate means.
Emancipate means the transfer of ownership. That means the Southerners, Abraham and the Northerners transferred ownership from the Southerners to the Northern. So Harriet Tubman, she was an agent for who? For the Northern United States. She stole slaves from the South and put them in the North, and told them, you'll be free in the North. Not letting them know that, yeah, we would take the yokes upon thy neck off of you, but still have you mentally slain, still have you mentally a slave, because you don't know who you are. Now, why did my people get into this slavery and this bondman again? Because they did not listen to the Most High. How many commandments, statutes, ordinance, and laws and judgments are there? Are they just 10? Most people would say they're 10. No, it's actually 613 laws, statutes, ordinance, and judgments and commandments from the Most High Power. Are your churches teaching you how to pray? No. Are they teaching you that you must face the east when you pray? No. Because you listen to those pastors thinking that they know something because they're in a building, and you're not supposed to be in a building made by hand.
Forgive me. Slakia. You go to Deuteronomy. I think it's in Deuteronomy. Let me make sure. I believe so, though. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 20. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke in all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do, until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doing, whereby thou hast forsaken me. The Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee, until he hath consumed thee from off the land, whither thou goest to possess it. All of the abominations that we saw in Egypt will cling unto who? Unto Israel. But after it clings up to Israel, it will cling unto who? Your enemy. And who is our enemy? That's Israel. Every other fucking nation is against Israel. For every nation conspired against all of my people to tell you that you're black, to tell the Hispanic, no, you're Mexican, you're Dominican, you're Puerto Rican. They're not giving them your true name. They're not telling you that you are actually. Is there something? Let me get something up for you. India, you are actually Elon. In the Bible, you're going into slavery too. All nations will be under the feet of Israel, men, not women, but the men. Alright, this is out of the Apocrypha, which is in the 1611 Bible. It's a part of the original Bible. This is Ecclesiasticus, which is also Sirach, chapter 26. Blessed is the man that has a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be doubled. A virtuous woman rejoices her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord. Whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart toward the Lord, he shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance. There that be things with my heart spirit. And for the fourth I was so afraid, the slander of the city, the gathering together of an unruly multitude, and a false accusation. All these are worse than death. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and a scourge of the tongue which communicates with all. An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. He that hath hold of her is as though he held a scorpion.
Now somebody, when you talk to your woman, if she don't listen to you, and she curses at you, and stings you and puts you in jail, she is as a scorpion. Because that is
what the Most High is saying. A drunken woman and a daughter abroad causes great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and ugliness. Now, why would he say that? Are you an Israelite? What is your nationality? Your father was white? Then you can't be with me. No, you're an Edomite.
okay. You understand what a devil is? What is a devil? What is a devil? Yeah, I didn't think so. A devil is a deceiver. That's what a devil is. And you can't deceive here, nor will you build with us.
Go to Timothy, I believe it's 1 Timothy. Slakia. Okay. This is 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with braided hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array, which becometh woman professing godliness with good works. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman, being deceived, was in the transgression. So who sinned? Adam or Eve? Eve sinned, not Adam. And that's why he deals with the men of the Lord. He deals with the men of his pastor. He does not really deal with the women of his pastors, because the women fell off from the beginning. When that was made perfect, the women fell off. This is Titus chapter 2, verse 2. The aged man be sober, grave, temperate,
abound in faith and charity and patience. The aged woman likewise. What is an aged woman? It means your grandmother. That they be in behavior as becoming holiness. Not false accusers, not giving too much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed. Ye young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded, in all things showing thyself a pattern of good works and doctrine, showing uncorruptedness, gravity, sincerity, sound speech that cannot be condemned, that he that is of the contrary part may be ashamed, having no evil thing to say of you. This is Titus chapter 3, verse 9. But avoid foolish questions and genealogy. What is a genealogy? That means this bullshit that they say with your DNA. Don't you know that if they can create fake suits and fake food for you to eat, that they can also do what to your DNA? Alter it. So the Most High says what? So you don't be fooled by their foolers. He states, but avoid foolish questions and genealogies and contentions and strivings about the law, for they are unprofitable and vain. Let me go into Ecclesiasticus. Okay, this is Sirach chapter 26, verse 11. Watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he hath found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down, and open her quiver against every arrow. What is a woman's quiver? Her twat, her vagina. What is a man's arrow? His rod, his dick, his penis. Now she will open her quiver to every arrow, which means she'll open her quiver to this man, that man, that man, the men down there also. She do not understand that once you have sex, that constitutes marriage concerning the Bible. That means if you have sex with two different men, you are now married to two different men. That's why your fucking head's messed up. That's why you can tell that this man's cheating on you, because you have became one with him. Verse 13, the grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. What? A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. Not all women, but a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. So a woman must do what? Keep it silent. Eat them. Verse 22, and harlot shall be accounted as spittle, but a married woman is a tower against death to her husband. Why? Because that woman is going to do everything in her power for her husband not to die, because she sees her husband as what? As not just her husband, but as her Lord. How do we know that? We know that in Genesis.
think it's in Genesis. No. Let's go to Hebrews. I think it's in Hebrews. It might be in Hebrews.